I have waited 4.5 months for these windows. This is something called stretch tape right here. Picking up the window, and they're gonna install it. Oh man, be careful. I actually went on Andersen's website. Unfortunately, there's one step that we were missing. This window doesn't look right. This is construction for you. Things happen. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Make sure if you're installing windows, if you've seen this video, watch all the way to the end because you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nikos Property Show. Today I'm super excited because we're going to be installing Andersen 100 windows on my new house build. I'm so happy to be able to get this far in the process. I have waited 4.5 months for these windows and finally I got them. Big shout out to 84 Lumber for getting them delivered to me. I know people have been waiting 6 months to get windows delivered. So I got my windows in. They're black on the inside, black on the outside. You can kind of see them here behind me and I'll give you a better view here in a little bit, but the framing crew that was helping out with some of the beams are actually back, and guys that were actually helping do some little punch list stuff are here to install the windows. It's gonna be amazing. We got all material that we need, like the stretch tape, the zip tape, the caulking, the shims, and everything like that. You're like, bro, what are you talking about? You'll see once we actually get started with the work, but I'm excited to finally get this process going because now that these windows are gonna be put up, I'll be able to pass my framing inspection, get this house insulated, and finally start moving in with that drywall or sheetrock if you call it that. So I'm excited to get this work done. They are here. They're starting to do the process right now. I can't wait to get it moving. We're gonna teach you how to install Andersen 100 windows. How about that? So let us get right to work. So if you've never installed windows before and you're about to, this is something called stretch tape right here. This stuff is super sticky and it stretches pretty much as long as it's like not super cold outside. And right now it is a little bit chilly, but that's okay. That just means you have to pull harder. So this is the window right here that's going in this particular spot for my kind of kitchen window area right here. So as you can see, they've got the Tyvek cut back. They cut it on all 4 sides like that, and then they peel it back so that it's actually wrapped around this inside wall. And then you get the stretch tape here through the bottom, and you kind of do right there, but he's waiting on his guy to come back. He just coming back with some levels and everything like that, and then we'll be able to get these windows installed, and they're going to be absolutely beautiful. So I'll go through the process here with you in a little bit. So if you look at this window here, obviously we still have the Tyvek on it because we were keeping the draft from inside the house. We didn't want it too cold, but then they end up cutting all the sides of it. And so they do that, they peel it back, and he gets it nailed down so that it's nice and flush with everything here. It's nice and flat. And then the windows end up looking like these over here, and they're doing a great job. So they get it just like this, and then that's when you see the stretch tape that's gonna come once this is over here, and they're gonna put that stretch tape throughout the bottom right there. And then the windows are able to get installed. So they're doing a great job. It's gonna be a lot of good work, and these windows are gonna look absolutely beautiful once they're actually able to get them all done. So as you can see, he added the caulking right there, picking up the window, and they're gonna install it. One guy inside, one guy outside. Boom. Easy as that. 1, 2, and 3. And they're gonna get it all leveled out, make sure it's plumb, everything's good. Secure it down, get some shims in there. Center it up with the rough opening. And then we gotta add more tape on the sides as well. Make sure it's all secured. Oh yeah. Ahí está? That's good stuff. That looks good, man. Wow, that looks good, man. Man. Beautiful. So now it's secured a little bit. And then they're gonna add the zip tape to the sides, which is thinner than that stretch tape. And it's gonna go right on that plastic flange right there where the actual nails are going. So there's a hole for every area where the nails need to go. And this process is gonna look amazing once all the windows are done. So now we have the smaller roll of zip flashing tape right there, and that's gonna go along each corner. You just gotta be careful, it is very sticky. They're just applying it right around, make sure it's waterproof, don't want water getting in these windows. There it is. It's pretty easy steps, pretty easy process. Just got to get it done, make sure it's done right so that the windows are not letting in any moisture or anything like that. It's going to be really beautiful to see this entire house come together with all of the windows. So I'm just going to let them apply some more tape here.
So it is a team effort. It always makes it easier with two guys. Trying to install this one person at a time is kind of tough. So there we go. Uh-oh, level done fail. Got those windows tied in. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. I'll show you the finished product once they're done here. A little bit further away. Don't want to be all in their space while they're working, but this looks amazing. Look at this. Awesome. One more piece at the top, and we are good to go. We got plenty of that zip flashing tape, 10 windows like I told y'all earlier before, but I just really wanted to get the process of how this works, because this is something that I think a lot of people can learn from. If you've never seen windows get installed, it is pretty important to make sure you do it right, because you don't want water getting in there, any moisture like I said before. But it does look amazing. I will be honest with you. This is just, wow. Black windows, definitely a go-to move right here. There it is. Boom. Just like that. Last cut. And that's all she wrote. Window 1 is installed. Just to show y'all from the beginning, this is how it goes in. And again, this stuff is super sticky. Here, you got it? There we go. Oh man, be careful. There you go. And you gotta pull it back slowly. Oh yeah, oh he's professional. Like that. This stuff is no joke, y'all. There it is. Oh yeah. There we go.
Alrighty, y'all, so to say I'm excited right now is an understatement. I went and got us all some coffees and everything. It is a little bit cold out here. I drink decaf because I do not mess with caffeine. It makes me feel crazy, but the windows are turning out amazing. To see them black on the outside and black on the inside, I've never actually seen that in a house before, but this looks darn good. So big shout out to my interior designer. It's handcrafted on TikTok. Make sure you go follow her as well. This looks amazing, man. They are knocking it out. The progress is crazy, but I do want to show y'all as they're putting in more windows what that looks like, and I do want to explain the process a little bit more because this is a very educational video in my opinion, because you got to be able to know how to do this the right way or you're going to end up being in a bad situation with your windows. So I do want to see how that front turns out. Those are going to be huge windows. They're going to look amazing, but why don't we get straight back to work and stop talking so much? So why don't we go record them working? Alrighty, y'all, so as the guys are working, I actually went on Andersen's website to make sure everything was getting done right. And unfortunately, there's one step that we were missing, but it's not a big deal because we're still putting that tape across the top of the windows. And you will see on most job sites, that's how guys are doing it because it's much quicker. But after making sure that I was doing it up to manufacturer's code, you do have to peel off that little piece of Tyvek up at the top. You cut at like diagonals and you peel it up a little bit, put the tape on the actual OSB, so that plywood that's right where the top of the window is, and then you've put that Tyvek over the tape so that if water ever does run down, it doesn't get behind that tape. If the tape ever fails, which it shouldn't because that is some pretty darn sticky tape, but worst case scenario, you never know. It can rain really, really hard, be storming, and somehow get behind the hardy and the Tyvek and all those different things. So regardless, we're going to switch up that top part of it, and you'll see that in the next videos as we're actually progressing here, that we're going to be peeling up that little piece of Tyvek right there, putting the tape underneath it, and then putting the Tyvek back over the tape. So if you ever get yourself in this situation where you're doing something, always double check. Andersen does have the videos on their website after you choose what windows you have and everything like that. It's okay to admit you're wrong. I promise you, just do it the right way. Make sure the house is built right. So let's get back to work. So as you can see right there, that's how we're fixing it. You just put it up a little bit and then that's where the tape is going to go once the window is actually installed. We're going to be able to take that Tyvek that he's peeling up right there and just bring it back over and then nail that over the whole area as well. So that's going to be really good. Really excited to see how that works out, and we're following manufacturer's rules. So let's do it. Alright, y'all, so I just ran into a window issue. So we were doing everything like we were supposed to, and then the guys called me over like, hey, this window doesn't look right. And so I look at it, I'm like, definitely not right. So I don't know if I accidentally got someone else's window. I don't know if, you know, it got mixed up in the shipment or whatever it is, or if they accidentally read the specs wrong. So let me show y'all what we're dealing with. This is the window that I got, which y'all know doesn't match, which y'all have been seeing. So if you look closely right there, that doesn't match those windows right there because they have no guards in the middle and it's not even the right size. So we have these two front windows still to install. We got this little window right here for the guest bathroom, and they have this window right here for the pantry. But in other words, this is construction for you. Things happen. You got to roll with the punches, because if you start taking it personal and you start feeling some type of way, you'll never get the job done and you're going to be stressed out all the time. So hopefully we can get that resolved. We'll see what happens as this video progresses. I've texted some people, made some calls, and we'll see what goes from there. But we're going to get this thing installed right, and that's what's important. As you can see, this is very stretchy tape. They got it all stretched out as good as possible. And you just run your fingers over it, make sure you're getting down through these seams, so if water ever comes down, it just rolls off. And the windows that are actually going in are beautiful. I'm gonna go show you real quick. Kind of showed you throughout the video. You might have seen them in a different video, but right there, those are huge. And I can't wait for that to get installed right there. And this is just gonna make the house look phenomenal. Can't wait. All right, y'all, so going into step 2, we're actually gonna use this silicone and go along the edge of this OSB at the top, and then alongside all 4 sides where the window is going to be inserted, and then we're actually putting that on the window as well. So I'll actually probably have to help them get that over here because the window probably is pretty heavy. It's a 4-thing window, like 2 windows put together, and it looks really, really nice. But yeah, we got to add that silicone all the way around, make a nice good seam all the way down. As you can kind of see right here, I don't want to touch it, but you can see it going all the way up, and then the window gets it, and then we got to get it level, get it all knocked out, and this is going to be beautiful. So here it is. You can see these are 2 grown men. This is the size of the window. Looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till that's installed. So they're gonna get all these plastic off, get everything off of it, all the cardboard, and then we're gonna get it moved over there. I might have to help out, so let me put my phone down real quick. This is gonna be great. So they're carrying the window inside. Strong guys. Applying the silicone all the way through the inside of it as well, so that there's no mistake that there's silicone on the window, so it'll be able to grab on real well. And then we're going to get that all alongside the perimeter there. And again, it's going in this huge opening. As I showed y'all, the silicone's on the edge there, on the bottom here, on the sides, and at the top. So yeah, got that all knocked out.
We're about to be applying some pressure here because this window is not light. So we'll see what happens. As you can see, they're applying the zip tape right here that I told you goes along the 4 sides, which you're just covering up this right here so no water can get back there. And this is really good tape right here. It's a flashing tape, and you just got to make sure you get it on there really, really good. And they're going to do all 4 sides just like that. So if you're ever installing Andersen 100 windows, this is the process according to their online videos that they make when you pick which windows that you actually bought. So this is working out really well. So he's going to have to nail that top part right there. You have to go get the tall ladder, and then he's going to apply that tape up there as well. And the house is looking beautiful. Let me give you a sneak peek real quick of what it looks like with those windows in. So you can only imagine how beautiful that's going to look right there with that last window in right there. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. And then we're going to get that garage slab poured, by the way. A little sneak peek for you there. But look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. They're doing awesome. So that window is done. Moving on to this last window over here. It's going to be phenomenal how it turns out once we're able to see it. So I'm going to put this camera down, set up this time lapse over here just so I can help them out carry this thing, because that window was pretty heavy. So I'm going to do that real quick and we're going to keep moving. Almost done. I'm excited.
Alrighty y'all, so I hope y'all enjoyed the whole process of how the windows were being installed. I know we started out doing it one way where we were doing the tape at the top, and then I went ahead and transitioned into getting that Tyvek up and then folding it over and putting the tape over that Tyvek in like a shingle fashion. So I did check that out on the Andersen website, and that is the correct way to do it. So make sure if you're installing windows, if you've seen this video, watch all the way to the end because you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. I tried to help the guys out as much as possible. It's actually raining out there right now, so the view of what y'all got is right before the rain started coming down, and I hope y'all enjoyed it because now that the windows are in, this house looks beautiful. However, I still have the situation where I'm missing my window. As you can see, there's literally one room, which is my office, still without a window. We're hoping we can find it. I said earlier that I texted, I called, I made some things happen, and I hope that we figure it out because I really want this window in so I can get this framing inspection, get insulated, and get this sheetrock or drywall up, whatever some people call it out there. So regardless, with everything that's going on, I want to keep progressing. I want to keep making good progress, and I appreciate every single one of y'all watching. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on all social platforms, especially TikTok, because it's so easy to film, edit, and post on there. Check out NikosPropertyShow.com, grab you some merch, and use code Nico for 10% off your entire order. Without further ado, smile more, worry less, and stay blessed. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.